Hi, I'm Batya Shemesh, and this is my new book, God Meets the World. This is a very, very peculiar name because usually we would say that we meet God, not God meets us. But there was one time where God met the world. In Exodus 19, verse 16, it says, "On the morning of the third day there was thunder and lightning with a thick cloud over the mountain, and a very loud trumpet blast. Then Moses led the people out of the camp to meet with God, and they stood at the foot of the mountain." How are they meeting with God? Because this was the first time that God spoke in full voice. They heard God's voice. Not one, not two, but millions and millions of people heard God's voice. God transformed his voice from the spiritual to the physical, because sound is a physical thing. Even though it's sound waves, it's physical. So by speaking, by uttering words that human beings can hear, he is meeting with the world. He's joining God and the physical world together as one. And these words of God are not words that can be nullified or taken lightly. It's a very, very powerful thing. So why did God only say it to the Israelites? That's the question. The Israelites were in serious, serious bondage. They called out to God. In those times, people just called out to other gods. They called out to idols. Everybody worshipped idols. Even the Israelites themselves worshipped idols. But then they couldn't take it anymore. They were so oppressed that they just screamed, "Oh my God." Just like a woman who's giving birth. She was an atheist before the birth. When she's giving birth, she can't take it anymore. It's like, oh my God. And that's the core, the essence. And when God saw that, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to save them. And they saw the miracles. So they had to be the witnesses. There is a God. There's a God of the universe. There's a God of nature. There's one God who created all this. Not just a pagan idol that is detached from our emotions. There's a God who knows us and feels our crying and our pain. They witnessed that, so they had the gift to hear God's voice, and with that pass over these 10 commandments to the whole world. So it says in Exodus 19:5, "Now if you obey me fully and keep my covenant, then out of all the nations you will be my treasured possession. Although the whole earth is mine, you will be a kingdom of priests and a holy nation." The Jewish people were destined to be a holy nation, and the Tanai, the condition that they get this job of being a treasured possession and a holy nation is that they teach the 10 Commandments to the world. They have to first observe the 10 Commandments and then teach it to the world. Once you forfeit these 10 Commandments, you're not the chosen people anymore. So I saw a video yesterday that they were saying all kinds of terrible things about Jews that are so liberal. That's not the holy nation. The holy nation are the nation that observes the 10 Commandments and the Torah. Of the whole Torah, the 10 Commandments are our message to the world. It doesn't say in the 10 Commandments you have to keep Passover. That's a mitzvah for the Jewish people. But it does say that we have to keep Shabbat. We have to keep believe in one God, and we can't say God's name in vain. We can't lie in a court of law. It doesn't have to be a Jewish court of law. In any court of law, you can't lie. These things are universal, and this is a basis for the world to stand on. And when we stand on that basis, we're going to have a good and just world. We have to go back to the Creator who planned all this world, and make it a better world. I want to explain about the cover. This cover, maybe I can get a little bit closer. Yeah. This cover has a rainbow because the first covenant that God gave with a human being is with Noah. God gave you and made a covenant with Noah, and he told him that he's going to never destroy the world again. And he gave him a set of laws. This set of laws is spoken about in the book. And one of the biggest laws is not to kill, because the people of Noah's time were killing each other. So he has to keep those set of laws, and then he will have this covenant not to destroy the world again. We also have a sun here because my name, Batya Shemesh. Shemesh means sun. So I have the sun here shining, and here's the Ten Commandments. And the Ten Commandments is the story of the book. This is a book about all the Ten Commandments, how they apply to each and every person in modern times. And it's not a religious book for a certain religion, but I'm going to apply it for everybody, even for atheists. Just because you're atheist doesn't mean you're allowed to lie in a court of law. Everybody has to keep the Ten Commandments. This is the law. This is from God. God created this world. He created the Ten Commandments, and he saved them for us. And everybody knows in their heart. Everybody. Nobody, no, even non-Jew will say the Ten Commandments is only for the Jews. They don't say it. They feel it. They know it. Their soul, everybody's soul knows that these commandments are meant for the world. And I hope you really enjoy this book and you take it to heart and you really learn from it. There's wonderful stories and insights and fun, and it's great for children. Already high school children can understand a lot of the concepts in this book, and older people and whoever wants to make speeches and teach and teachers. Bye for now. We'll see you.